Hello, everyone in the multiverse and beyond. This is your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, with an epic review for Halloween, 2018's newest installment in the epic Halloween franchise. What did I think about it? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me just preface this by saying I am, in fact, one of the biggest Halloween fans and Michael Myers fans on the planet Earth, and I have been since I was a wee lad. And the Halloween series is a very important part of my history with the horror genre. It was the franchise that introduced me to the slasher genre, and so it will always hold a special place in my heart. All right. And so you can trust my opinion because I have seen every movie in the Halloween franchise multiple times, y'all. I know them front to back. I know their strengths. I know their weaknesses. I know every movie in this saga. And guess what, y'all? I'm going to keep this review spoiler free. After the review, I will put up the spoiler image and we will have a deeper discussion about this film that will contain spoilers. So I don't want you to watch that part of the video until after you have seen Halloween 2018. Okay, but don't worry, I will warn you before we enter any spoiler territory, because I like to keep my reviews spoiler free. All right? The only spoiler I want to give you is whether the movie is good. Okay? And spoiler alert. Holy fuck! Halloween is back, y'all! Halloween is fucking back. Michael Myers is back. And this is it, y'all. Halloween is back and better than ever. That's right. That is fucking right. I was a little apprehensive going into this film because I had heard a little bit of negative chatter from some of the reviewers on YouTube and online, pointing out that they didn't like this or that about the film. Okay? So it had lowered my expectations going into the movie. I did not know what to expect. And holy shit, y'all, am I glad that I went to go see this movie on opening fucking night. Holy shit. Halloween, y'all. Dare I say it, Halloween 2018 is not only one of the best movies in the entire Halloween franchise, but it might very well be the best Halloween movie in the entire Halloween franchise. There, I said it. There, I said it. Even better than the 1978 original, y'all. All right. And as one of the biggest Halloween and Michael Myers fans on the planet, do not take those words lightly, my friends. This is a glowing review of Halloween, okay? This is a beautiful, beautiful horror film in every single way. And in the spoiler section, we are going to dissect what it is that is so great about this film. And I am going to address all these nitpicks that other reviewers have had with this film and straighten some things out that they did not understand about this movie, okay? So I don't want you thinking that this is a bad movie, but you can lower your expectations. Feel free to lower your expectations. Don't let my review get your expectations of this film too high. But let me tell you, Halloween looks like a Halloween film. It feels like a Halloween film, y'all. The DNA of every single movie in this franchise is woven masterfully into the DNA of this film. All right. And even though it retcons the canon of every single Halloween movie other than the 1978 original, there are homages to every single movie in this franchise, in this film. And there are winks, there are nods. So whether you are a Halloween fan or you are not even a Halloween fan, you are going to love this movie, okay? You are going to love this movie because it is a Halloween film. And it's a wonderful Halloween film. What is great about this film, there are many things that are good about this film, y'all. Many, many things. What's great about this movie is the characters in this film. Every character in this film touches you to some degree. The writers of this film have masterfully crafted characters that each and every character that you even see, even the characters that you don't even get to hear them speak, they're constantly engaging you with information about these characters so that you feel some sliver of attachment and empathy for each and every character in this film. And some of the greatest horror movies ever make you feel comfortable in the movie. They make you feel at home. And the characters in this film, whether it be Laurie Strode or her daughter Karen or her granddaughter Allison, or all the other supporting characters, Michael Myers included. These characters in this film, the Strode family, they make you feel at home, all right? They make you feel comfortable. It's like comfort food for the horror fan. You watch, and this movie lulls you in to this world, to these characters, right? So that you are invested in this film, okay? And all I got to tell you is go see this movie. Don't think twice. You've got to see this movie in the theaters before November 1st. You have to go see this movie. You have to. You do not want to miss out on this experience. Trust me. Anybody giving this movie negative reviews, they're crazy, y'all. This is the most fun I've had in a theater in a long, long time, all right? This is the best slasher film I've seen since Scream 4, y'all. Scream 4 was probably the last great one, but this one even rises above Scream 4 in many aspects. But what you're getting is an awesome Halloween movie. You're getting Halloween at its best. You're getting peak Halloween, y'all. And I'm not going to tell you anything about what this movie's about, y'all. I've already said too much. I've already said enough that Laurie Strode and her daughter and her granddaughter are characters in this movie. Right? That's saying too much already. Okay? But just know that you're not going to be disappointed by Halloween. Just lower your expectations and just get ready for a fun ride. You're going back to Haddonfield, y'all. You're going back to Haddonfield, and it is one hell of a homecoming. Okay? It is one hell of a homecoming, and it feels great. All right? So go watch the movie. Go watch this movie. Trust me. It is fucking worth it. It is that good. All right, y'all. We're going to move into our spoiler discussion. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. All right, y'all, this is your warning. We're going to talk about some spoilers now. This is the part of the video. Only, promise me, you're only going to watch this part of the video if you've already seen 2018's Halloween. Do not watch any further. Okay? Bye-bye. Okay, they're gone now. It's just us. It's the cool kids club now. And those rat bastards who don't care about spoilers and still want to see this before seeing the movie. What are you doing? I know you're out there. Anyway, shame, 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 shame. Holy shit. Halloween 2018, y'all. What a fucking movie. This movie caught me off guard. I did not expect to love this movie the way I loved this movie. But I went and saw it on opening night. And I haven't had a horror movie or any movie make me feel this way in years. It's been a long, long fucking time. And the whole movie, the third act of the whole movie, the third act of the movie is worth the price of admission alone. All right? This is one of the most tense and scary third acts in a movie ever. All right? Because when you get to this point, you are so invested in the character of Laurie Strode. All right? And you are seriously scared for her safety, for the safety of her daughter, for the safety of her granddaughter. All right? And that is what's so great about this movie is this whole movie is driven by the character of Laurie Strode. Okay, Laurie Strode, the things she loves and the things she hates are what define, that's the connective tissue of everything that makes up this film. Okay? Because you love Laurie Strode's granddaughter, Allison. You love her because Laurie loves her. Okay? And you see Laurie Strode's daughter, Karen. You see that she is not, she's not introduced as a character that you're gonna, maybe you won't identify with her. I don't know. Some people have had a problem with her. I like the character. I can understand the character. And you care about her because Laurie Strode loves her daughter. Laurie Strode cares about her daughter, and because you care about Laurie Strode, you care about Laurie Strode's daughter. Okay, you care about Laurie Strode's granddaughter. And that's what it takes to make a good horror film, is to have at least two characters in the film that you love and care about. All right? And Halloween 2018 does that, y'all. It does that. Because Laurie Strode in this movie is the best interpretation of Laurie Strode in the entire Halloween franchise, even better than the original. Laurie Strode is more likable and more interesting than she's ever been in the entire franchise in this film. Okay? Jamie Lee Curtis does an amazing job. And going into this film, every Halloween fan, when they heard about this film, going into it, they're like, what? They're basically redoing Halloween H2O? Is that what we're getting here? Are we getting a fucking remake of H2O? Didn't they already have this epic showdown in Halloween H2O between Laurie Strode and Michael? How are they just going to do that over again? But what's brilliant is when you get into this movie and actually see what this movie, Halloween 2018, is actually about, you realize that this is not a remake of Halloween H2O. This is not just a retelling of Michael Myers versus Laurie Strode. Or, there are some similarities. Yes, you are seeing the Laurie Strode character and the effects that the events of 1978 have had on herself and on her children and her family. Okay? That is explored in H2O, and that is also explored in this film. But it's not in a repetitive way. It's in an interesting way, because in Halloween H2O, it was all about Laurie Strode hiding away from Michael, trying to escape from Michael, knowing that he's out there, but trying to hide away and keep her and her kids safe and just escape the boogeyman and run away from it all. Okay? And then, of course, in the end of H2O, well, you know how it ends, but Michael and Laurie have their epic showdown as brother and sister. Okay? But Laurie Strode is definitely the hunted, and Michael Myers is the hunter in H2O. Well, what's brilliant about Halloween 2018 is that role is reversed in this movie. This movie is about Laurie Strode hunting Michael Myers, and Michael Myers is not even after Laurie Strode, okay? And that is one of the reasons why 2018's Halloween is so fucking brilliant, because they've reset back to the original 1978 canon before Halloween 2 fucked everything up with the stupid plot revelation that Michael Myers is Laurie Strode's brother. They introduced that plot thread in Halloween 2, and it pervaded all the Halloween movies that would follow. They all hinged on this motive, upon giving Michael Myers this motive that he's trying to kill Laurie Strode because it's his sister. And he's got a thing for killing his own family. All right? And sure, that went on to define the Michael Myers character in the subsequent sequels. Nothing was more terrifying than Michael Myers in that original Halloween, because of the fact that he had no motive. Michael Myers was just a child, not a dysfunctional child like you see in Rob Zombie's Halloween, the remake. But in the original 1978 Halloween, Michael Myers is just a regular kid who one day on Halloween snaps and kills his sister. All right? And he has no motive. He's not pissed off at his sister. He's not mad at the world. He doesn't have a motive. He just fucking killed her. There is no fucking motive, and that is the driving force behind 2018's Halloween, is the fact that now that we have gotten rid of the motive of Michael wants revenge on Laurie because it's his sister, we've gotten rid of that subplot. Now we've gone back to square one of the mystery of what is it that makes Michael Myers tick? What is it that is making him want to kill? And that brings us to one of the elements of the movie that I have heard people complain about. Every review that says anything negative about this movie, they all complain about the new Dr. Loomis character, Dr. Sartain. All right? And what they don't realize is, in order for Michael Myers to remain a motiveless killing machine and have Laurie Strode finally get her epic confrontation with Michael, in order for that to happen, the Dr. Sartain character had to fucking exist, y'all, because he's the catalyst of all of it. He is the only reason we get this showdown, y'all. It's him, okay? And a lot of people don't like that because they're like, And it's like, look. And it was so obvious, y'all. It was so obvious that Dr. Sartain was a bad guy and that he's a psycho and something's fishy going on with him and Michael Myers. From the first time you see this character, he comes off as a mustache twirling, evil bad guy type. So I wasn't blindsided when he revealed that he was obsessed with Michael Myers and that he wanted to understand Michael Myers and that he was the reason he brought Michael Myers out of the sanitarium and unleashed him again to kill again so that he could observe and study Michael in his natural habitat so he could kill someone and blame it on Michael so that he could see Laurie Strode and Michael Myers have another fucking confrontation that he is a part of. This is the most interesting character in the fucking movie, okay? Because here's a character, this Dr. Sartain was obsessed with the story of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. He was obsessed with this story to the point where he became a doctor just to get access to Michael Myers. That he did everything that he's ever done in his career just so he could get as close to Michael as he did. So that he could be part of this story. All right? And in the Halloween universe, Michael Myers is like a Charles Manson style icon. And so could you imagine if like someone had broken Charles Manson out of prison? Some obsessed fan became a doctor just so he could break Charles Manson out of prison and set him loose. Like that's what happened here in this film. All right? And it allows the motives of Dr. Sartain allow Michael Myers to be the motiveless killing machine we know and love him to be from the original Halloween. So it's because of Dr. Sartain that this isn't a movie about Michael stalking Laurie to get revenge for some reason. Michael is not out to get Laurie Strode. This doctor is trying to make his sick fantasy into a reality where he's bringing these two back together so that he can be the new Loomis in the story. Okay? And the fact that there's a sick, twisted, evil mastermind behind this whole movie, I don't think that's a bad twist. And I don't see why people are so up in arms about it. Because like I said, it allows Michael Myers to remain without a motive. Okay? And it gives you more questions than it gives answers to the motives of Michael Myers. All right? Because it gives more proof that Michael Myers is just an element of a force of nature that's out there to kill indiscriminately without motive. Okay? That you cannot understand his fucking motivation because he refuses to give you one. All right? And, you know, this Dr. Sartain is like throwing someone to the lions. He's unleashing the lion from the cage to watch it get its revenge and attack people, okay? To study it. All right? And the interesting part is the Dr. Sartain character is a euphemism for the Halloween fans, okay? It's an exploration of the Halloween fans' perspective going into this movie. We as Halloween fans, we are asking ourselves the same questions that are fueling Dr. Sartain. We are asking ourselves, why does Michael kill? What is his motive? Why did he do what he did? And Michael refuses to talk, so the only way to get those answers out of him, this doctor had to unleash him and try to set him back on a killing spree. All right? And to me, that saves the Michael Myers character. That preserves that character that was so amazing in that original film before they fucked it up with this motive of Michael Myers going after his sister, Laurie Strode. And now that we've finally gotten rid of that motive, Michael Myers is back in pure form. And it's all thanks to Dr. Sartain. So he's an interesting character. Who cares? Like, whatever, y'all. Whatever. But it's cool that, it's Laurie Strode now that is hunting Michael. And that is reflected in this film in so many ways. Both literally and metaphorically as well. And the third act of this film, in Laurie Strode's house with Michael Myers, is so intense. No horror film has ever had me on the edge of my seat like this fucking scene. The whole end of the movie. And it gave me exactly what I wanted, and then some, and more. Okay? And like I said earlier, all the characters in this movie, even the ones you don't like, you still have some degree of empathy for them and feel some degree of comfort in their presence. Okay? So maybe you don't like all the characters in the movie, but you still feel comfortable and at home in this film. All right? And there's Will Patton as Officer Hawkins, who is a really interesting character, who it's his whole fault that Michael Myers is alive in the first place. Okay? It's his fault. He stopped Dr. Loomis from killing Michael, so they were able to apprehend Michael alive. It is Officer Hawkins' fault. So he feels guilty for everything that's happening in this film, which is genius, okay? In case you didn't realize, this film is not just a regular average fucking slasher film, all right? This movie was expertly crafted, okay? I could teach a fucking class on how this is a good fucking horror movie, on how to make good horror movies just by studying this film, okay? Because like I said, every character you see in this film is able to make an impression on you to some degree before they meet their inevitable demise, so that it gives weight to every kill in this film, and it does add to the tension, and the kills are good. A lot of the kills happen off camera and you only see the aftermath. So you're left to imagine how the kill happened. And that is textbook good horror making. All right? When you leave the horror up to the audience's imagination, when you're able to do that effectively, then you have succeeded as a horror film maker, right? And the people who made this movie have succeeded, y'all. It doesn't matter if they made comedy movies before this. They have proven that they know, without a shadow of a doubt, how to make a fucking good horror movie, y'all. Because I was not bullshitting when I say this is the best movie in the franchise, okay? Even better than the 1978 original. Because I care about Laurie Strode in this movie more than I've ever cared about her before. I care about Allison, Laurie Strode's granddaughter. You fall in love with her. You like her. You really like her as a character. And you care for her. Okay? And like I said, part of that is because Laurie Strode loves her granddaughter. So we love her granddaughter. All right? And you might not like some of these other characters. They might rub you the wrong way and you might want to see them get killed. Okay? There are a few of those characters thrown in here that you kind of want to see what happens to them. You kind of want to see them get killed. But And this movie does have good kill scenes. It really does. And it just does a great job of leading up to this third act where it's a classic third act. You know, you think of the third act of films like Alien, where Ripley faces off against the alien all on her own, or Aliens, Ripley goes up against the fucking queen alien. Like, those are fucking masterful third acts. And this film has a masterful third act that is in that league. It is right up there with those films in the pantheon of effective fucking third acts. So the people out there that are shitting on this movie because they don't like this Dr. Sartain character, you're not supposed to like his fucking character, all right? Like I said, he is an exploration. Look, you want to see Laurie Strode and Michael fight again. So does Dr. Sartain. That's the only reason it's happening is because of him. Because he wants to see it too, just like you. You want to know what's making Michael tick. So does he. This character, this evil character, is the only one you can fucking relate to in the movie as a Halloween fan because you want to see the same shit he does. So he is a reflection of you, okay? He is a reflection of you. So if you don't like him, if you hate him as a character, you got to start examining yourself, man. Do some self-reflection. No. But, so, you know, there's a lot of, this movie subverts expectations that you expect to happen in the movie. Like, we have the boyfriend character who ends up cheating on Allison, Laurie Strode's granddaughter, and he's drunk and he kisses this other girl, and you know, they really set him up to be an asshole at that point, and you kind of want to see Michael Myers take this dude out, but he just disappears from the film. They subvert your expectations because they say, no, wait a minute, Michael Myers is not here just to get your jollies off like you're Dr. Sartain. Like you, the Halloween fan, is fucking Dr. Sartain that just wants to sit back and watch Michael Myers slit some throats and break some necks. All right? No. Michael Myers is not here for your entertainment, y'all. Michael Myers is here to be Michael Myers, y'all. So I like that the filmmakers had that much respect for this character that they're like, no, we're not just going to use him as a way to pay off all these horror tropes to get the horror audience off. We're going to subvert those expectations. We're going to give you a character you want to see get killed, and we're going to not have that character die. So, because Michael's not there to be the spirit, the sword of vengeance. You know, he's there to kill indiscriminately. He's there to kill without you knowing why he's doing it. Okay? And sure, you can nitpick a few things about this movie because Michael Myers does take a lot of fucking physical damage in this movie. We're talking gunshots. We're talking all kinds of crazy shit, getting stabbed. And he's still able to keep going, okay? And which adds more questions to, fuck, why is Michael Myers, not only why does he kill, but why is he this unstoppable fucking killing machine? Why is he able to withstand gunshots and being stabbed? And these questions are not answered, y'all. They're not answered in this film. But it's almost better to have the questions. It's better be left with questions than be left with unfulfilling answers. Okay? In this movie, the reason I say it's one of the best Halloween movies is because I can watch this movie. If I had to choose between all the Halloween movies and which one to watch, I would want to watch 2018's Halloween over again. I would choose it over the other films in the Pantheon. Okay? And the reason for that is because this movie It is masterfully crafted. This is not just another slasher to cash in on the genre. Okay? This is a return to form and an evolution of what was established in that 1978 original. All right? And like I said, the best horror movies are the ones that make you feel comfortable. They give you these characters you love and relate to, and they make you feel at home when you watch the movie. And then they pervade that comfort that they've established with you with the danger and threat that now is pressing against these characters that you now care about. And it creates palpable tension. Right? If you don't care about any of the characters, you know, there's no suspense to whether or not they're going to survive or not. You don't care. Okay? And I think Judy Greer did a great job. People are complaining about her performance. I think she blew me away. You know, when you take someone who's typically known for comedic roles and you throw them in to this really meaty, dramatic role, and her character's really interesting, you know. I find her character to be interesting and more interesting than Josh Hartnett's as the son of Laurie Strode in H2O. I found Judy Greer's character to have a more complex arc, and, you know, she's interesting, okay? What's great about this is there's conflict between Laurie Strode and her daughter and subsequently the granddaughter. And throughout, it shows that, you know, love is not always pretty. Love is not always glamorous. Sometimes love can be painful. Love can be tough. And even though this family is not getting along, you can tell they love each other, right? You feel the love between Laurie Strode and her daughter and her granddaughter. The love is there, even though they're disagreeing or fighting with each other or quarreling. You still feel that love. And like I said, the love of Laurie Strode is what fuels this movie. It fuels you to care about Karen, the daughter. It fuels you to care about Allison. And another element I've heard people complain about in this movie is the humor. A lot of people complain, oh, it's too funny, Halloween, there's too many jokes. No, okay? The experts in the horror genre will tell you the importance of using humor in horror and the effectiveness and the necessity of having humor in horror films. And this movie never changes the tone. The humor in this movie, for me at least, never changes the tone of the movie to where it's like, oh, this is a comedy now, it's no longer a horror film. Even at its funniest moment, where, you know, it doesn't cut the tension, for me at least. It didn't kill the vibe for me. If anything, it just draws you in. The humor makes you care about these characters more. Even if you've only seen them for a minute of screen time, you care suddenly about these characters because they're being funny, because they're relatable characters, likable characters, and you don't want to see them die, even though you've only seen them on screen for less than a minute. And that is masterful, okay? When you got the little boy and his dad driving up to the scene of the bus crash, the prison bus crash, they have a scene that's like less than a minute long where they establish this father character. They establish the kid character. And they establish this complex relationship that they have with just a little bit of dialogue, and it makes you relate and love all the characters involved. So you suddenly care about these two characters, and then these two characters are thrust into a perilous situation, and it is shocking, and it is great horror. And the writers and director of this film have done that with every character in this movie. Whether you love them or hate them, there's a part of you that loves them, and that's what's successful about Halloween 2018. So go out and see this movie. Go see it again. Support this film, y'all. Because, and then people complain about the ending. Oh, the ending is not definitive enough. They don't show if Michael Myers dies. Okay? So fucking what? So fucking what? Of course they're going to leave it open for a sequel, dude. This movie deserves to be the success that it's going to be at the cinema. And I hope and pray that people go back and see this fucking movie again, because it's that good. It's that good to want to watch it again. Ever since Friday, I have been able to think about nothing but this movie and how much I love this movie. Okay? I'm making this on Sunday night, and so that's like 2 or 3 nights now. I've had to process this film, and usually I don't review a film unless I see it twice, but the thing is, Halloween 2018, I love it, okay? I love it because it's not just paint by numbers horror, okay? It's not just a paint by numbers slasher, no matter how anyone tries to reduce it to being such, okay? There are so many layers of complexity to this onion that is this film, okay? And there are callbacks to all the Halloween movies, even though it retcons the canon of Halloween 2 through 6 through 7 through the remakes, whatever. There are homages to all the films in this film. This is a love letter to Halloween fans, okay? And it's a love letter that I think is funner to watch. I would rather rewatch this movie than the original. Granted, I have seen the original Halloween hundreds of times. I know that movie like the back of my frickin' hand. Okay? But, there's no doubt that Halloween was a landmark film in 1978. But after every single slasher film copied what it had established in that original film and did everything that film did, but more gratuitously, it kind of dulled the blade of Halloween in 1978 Halloween. Like when it came out, that was a sharp blade because no one had seen this shit before. No one had done this shit before. But now, in the year 2018, you've seen the tropes and cliches established in the 1978 original. You've seen them repeated over and over again in all the Friday the 13th, all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, all the Halloweens. Everything has been done to death. But this movie subverts those cliches and, looks at this entire story from a new perspective. And to me, this is my preferred canon of the Halloween franchise, y'all. As much as I love Halloween 2, and Halloween 2 is like one of the first slasher films I remember watching. As much as I love all the Halloween movies, right, I still prefer what they've done in 2018's Halloween. Like I said, you've seen it, they've recaptured the feel of the Halloween movies perfectly. Right? This has the essence of all the Halloween films embedded into its DNA. And it is a love letter to Halloween fans. So don't let these negative reviews sway your opinion on this film. And I can't wait till it comes out on Blu-ray and we can get some commentaries, maybe pointing out, because Michael Myers, or The Shape, as we in the business like to call him, was portrayed by not only James Jude Courtney, but also Nick Castle, who played Michael Myers in the original film. But I'm not sure to what extent Nick Castle portrayed Michael in this new film. But either way, Michael Myers is great in this movie, okay? Michael Myers is back to square one where you don't know what is motivating him. You don't know what's making him tick. And yet he is still able to surprise you with the things he does in this movie and how vicious and brutal he is in this movie. And at the end of the day, that is the heart and soul of the Halloween franchise, is the Michael Myers character, that unstoppable killing machine. Okay? And that is why I love this movie, because Michael is at his top form. And the whole concept of Laurie Strode, hunting Michael, that makes more sense to me. I like that better than having it be Michael's hunting her, like H2O. Like, to me, this is more grounded in reality. This is more interesting. Like I said, Laurie Strode in this movie is the best the character's ever been portrayed. All right, hats off to Jamie Lee Curtis for doing this. I'm so glad they made this fucking movie. Thank you, John Carpenter, for believing in this project and supporting this project and contributing your amazing new score. And this movie does have an amazing score to this film yet again. Everyone involved with this movie, hats off to you. I hope you see this review, because fucking A, you guys did an amazing fucking job. I could sit here for another 45 minutes and count the ways that I love this movie. But at the end of the day, why I love it the most is not for all the textbook reasons why it is so effective, but rather just for the fact that it was effective, for the fact that I had the time of my life in this movie theater watching this movie. And if this movie would have been anything less than what it is, it wouldn't have been that experience. So Halloween is that seminal horror movie experience that you need to experience in the theaters, y'all. Because, being spooked out at these movies where it's like the ghost is coming, it's like The Conjuring or some shit. Oh, there might be a ghost in the closet. That shit's not going to scare you like the third act of Halloween 2018 is going to fucking put you on the edge of your fucking seat. All right? So enjoy this film. Watch it again. Go see it again. Go see it again and buy it on Blu-ray so that we can support projects like this happening in the future, y'all. And who knows what will the sequel be to this movie, y'all? What will be the sequel? I was thinking, wouldn't it be interesting if the little baby, Michael Myers he kills the woman, and then he goes in and there's a little baby in there, and everybody thinks, oh shit, is he going to kill the baby? Well, what if that baby grows up and wants to get revenge on Michael for killing his mother? So he's hunting down Michael Myers. Who knows, y'all? I don't think it needs any more sequels, personally. But with the success of this film, the inevitable success of this film, we are going to see a sequel, I'm sure. And hopefully it won't suck. But, I'm not going to let any fear of what could come next tarnish the fact that I had a glowing, loving, amazing experience with this film. And I'm so glad. I can't wait to see it again, y'all. I cannot wait to see it again. And everybody involved with the film, great job. You did this series justice, y'all. You brought Michael Myers back in true form. And kudos to you. As a true Halloween fan, as a true Michael Myers fan, I am in love with this movie. I could watch it again over and over again, and it would be a great movie. And you can't say that about every single movie in this franchise, You can't say that about every horror movie, okay? But this has got what it takes to stand the test of time and be an effective horror film for the long haul, y'all. So go out there, Celebrate fall, celebrate Halloween. Movies like this do not come around very often, y'all. As a matter of fact, they only come around every 40 years, it seems like. Fucking Pennywise returns more often than fucking Halloween, all right? Fucking Jeepers Creepers comes back to eat. Fucking more often than you get a fucking Halloween movie like this in the theater, y'all. So go see this again. Go see it again. God, am I forgetting anything? Am I leaving anything out? I think I covered it all. This is a damn near perfect film. I wouldn't change a goddamn thing about it. Anybody who would is crazy. They're freaking crazy, y'all. You know, so anyway, y'all, I hope you have enjoyed Halloween. I hope you have enjoyed this recap, this review. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the film. Thank you. I am your friend forever, Evan Lefavor. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new for other content that you gotta check out. All right then, y'all. Bye-bye.